Yo, what up? It's Seek, and I just wanted to break down my tune on my new EP, Method, out now on Street Ritual. This tune is called Red Method, and just kind of wanted to do a quick breakdown. So I'll give you a quick glimpse into the tune. Yeah, so the tune's pretty straightforward for the most part. I think the real hook of the tune is that last little arpy thing we heard. So I guess we'll start with that because once I created that, it motivated me to finish the tune. So that was created with Chromophone, a physical modeling synth kind of thing. Um, this thing can is really deep. I tend to just browse through presets and then just tweak them. So I think I found one and then just tweaked it, kind of made my own thing out of it. Um, and the power is really coming from this unison, the detune. So I turn that off, with it on, you get kind of like the plucky vibe, which was cool. So yeah, I just played around with that, threw on some OTT to juice that thing, saturate it, and then um, in the second drop, I'm automating the a couple things. I kind of have it like falling. So I turn my audio effect rack on. That controls this shifter that's falling, the saw down. A little bit of echo to kind of fill it out a little bit. And then I think I'm kind of using this reverb to kind of push and pull the sound. Yeah, so that's that. And then the other where I started this tune was with the dub. I really wanted just like a classic kind of style marching dubstep bass. And I did this in phase plant. Let me turn off all the processing. We'll go through that. Yeah, so just the patch by itself, it's kind of a little pitch bendy sub. And I'm using the velocity in my MIDI to kind of control the pitch decay. I do this a lot to get variation really easily. That's why I love Faceplant, just mapping the velocity to anything. And as you see, I have it mapped to a bunch of stuff. Some mapped to the cutoff of the noise. I have the velocity mapped to the decay of my oscillator. And it's also mapped to the envelope, like I said, which is also mapped to the filter cutoff. So I can kind of get more flexibility and longevity out of a patch just by controlling the velocity in my MIDI clip. And then I noticed here, I added a little bit of random, just the Ableton preset, add some random to kind of just give some subtle variation. And then, I mean, the basis is there, and then I just juice the shit out of it. We just go through these. So OTT, this is like my preset I always use. Kind of just getting some volume and revealing some hidden harmonics. And then rift filter, just kind of saturating some low mids at like a 60% mix. Kind of just resonate some of those low mids. I'm doing another rift in parallel. This one I think is, yeah, spreading and enhancing some of the higher harmonics. Then I'm cutting the low end off that, and then I just have a dry chain here. And then after that, some more multiband just to control the high end a little bit, kind of squash it down, limit it. And then saturating it, probably for volume, and just looks like I'm clipping it too. And EQ, I kind of do some EQ sweeps throughout the tune, just low pass sweeps. And then also boosting up the highs with the shelf, cutting some mids, some sides. So I have a mono sub because I'm doing kind of a lot of spread and stuff. Compressing it all a little bit together, side chaining that thing, and then the forbidden reverb on the bass. How did I do that? Where's that going? I think this was kind of used as just like a throw for the tail. Oh yeah, just like at the second drop in the outro a little bit. Yeah, this thing's pretty crunchy, and when Street Ritual picked it up, I played with another version on like mixing it down and cleaning up this sub a lot to kind of get rid of some of those clicks and such, but it took away from the character of the tune. So this isn't normally like me, but I just left it in there because the girth and the texture was desired in this case. So that's the sub, and then a lot of this stuff is just me throwing quote unquote random samples in here. Another big part of the tune I think is this Method Man and Redman sample.
Huh. Yo, 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 yo. Huh.
And then that just kind of vibes throughout the whole tune, just picking and pulling different pieces of it. And that's why I called it Red Method, because I sampled Method Man and Redman. So yeah, that's the Method Man sample. And then there's a lot of like turnarounds in here. I think they're all kind of this section. And these are just basically just mud pies that I made at some point, probably in a different tune, and then just repurposed them here. And then what made them fit is just throwing reverb. So I'm just throwing at the end of each hit just a little boost of the reverb mix, and it kind of brings a nice tail transition to it. So yeah, and then some more transitional elements. I mean, the rest of this thing is pretty much just transitional elements.
Yo, yo.
Some fire foley. Yeah, just some more Foley is really what I did to just kind of fill it out. And then the drums are really, really simple. Think most of this is drums. Using a resonant language kick. Just a little like 128 of resonant language kicks I made just to pick and choose. And as you can see, I'm not doing anything on it. I think the saturator was on when I first opened this, but it's not doing anything because these resonant language kicks are really good. And then classic Metro boom and snare. Pretty straightforward. A little bit of reverb on here. Yeah, 7% reverb, like not much at all. Little fundamental boost. Help it cut through. And then looks like I layered it with another Metro boom and clap. And then I have some echo on here for some fills. Looks like I played with the pitch on that first snare. Probably kind of randomly. And then what else we got here? We got some hats. I probably just made these in MIDI, bounced them out so I could kind of cut them up a little bit. Throw them off grid. And then I think I have some hat fills. Little shuffle. And then these reggae drum fills I use on like all my tunes. Just kind of fill out some space and get some good drums. Hey, you can barely even hear it. Probably could have taken it out. And then, yeah, like I said, the rest of it's probably just random samples I threw in here to give a push-pull element. I got some springs, classic. Sound effects. And oh yeah, I want to talk about this real quick. In the intro, I have a little think break sample. I actually ended up not using that one. And this is just a mud pie again. I ended up freezing it because of the reverbs, echo, feedback swell I added here. I had to freeze it, but this is just from a mud pie I did also in VCV. I was just throwing breaks, think breaks into like a glitched out VCV patch that I made. So yeah, that came out of it, and I made that like 2022, and I just used it in fall 23. So got some good use out of that. And then this intro, I think I just repitched some Cursa key or Kurcha keys. Wait, what's it? Yeah, so I have some Kurcha kind of impacts that had some tonality to it. And I was messing around with chromophone again and was able to make this pad. Oh, it looks like it's just a preset. I probably tweaked it a little bit. And I got lucky on the like chord progression, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. Looks like I resampled a tail. Nice big brass kind of hit. What's this? Oh yeah, so I just resampled my main bass, chopped it up a little bit, and took out some low end and added some reverb, a little more probably, yeah, mid harmonic spread boost, to just kind of tease for the intro. And then for my pre-master, I just kicked out a negative 10 dB on my utility. And that was my pre-master. Looks like I automated some width on the intro, kind of pulled back some center, or pulled back on the sides for the intro, and then put it back to 100% spread. So it kind of just opens up a little bit on the drop. Yeah, that's about it. Looks like I made a duplicate of my sub patch. Let's see what this is. Yeah, just more like a clean sub, because this went with just when I kind of pulled back on everything. Oh, I have a third sub. This is basically just a more enhanced version of my main sub. I think I just kind of did some more frequency modulation. Just pushed it a little harder to get some more high-end bite. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys not that hard to make tunes. Gotta battle yourself. All right. Peace.